Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Chuck the FNG here, and I am back with a little bit more the Council. More of the Council. I wanted to sit down and record this just after finishing off some Assassin's Creed Odyssey stuff. There was a big issue there. I lost about an hour and a half worth of footage because I didn't check my hard drive, ran out of footage, and just, lost it. So I had to record some more of that, and then I actually sat down. I made some food to eat, and I wanted to sit down and just get right into this right after Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but Forrest Gump was on the new Paramount network on TV, and I sat down. The entire movie just sort of made me think, who's the bad guy in Forrest Gump? Who is the main bad guy? Because there is one. There's a main bad guy, and in my opinion, the main bad guy... We'll talk about this after we look at Big Butt here.
I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
I've
got a question that might seem a little bit strange.
I'm listening.
If I said go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
I don't want to spend the point on this.
My mother used to talk about it, in the figurative sense, probably. We still need to understand what she was referring to, though.
If I find something, I'll let you know.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
I like Emily. I'm pretty sure the vision is, her sister's dead as shit. So... I've got no idea, but I think I'm leaning towards telling her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on, then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It seems that your mother tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Well, someone's yelling about something in the other room. Who spoke to her about it, and does she know why?
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please. Let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Okay. I'm gonna say fucking nothing.
Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you, too. Of course.
Only
I
chance.
heard about your mother's disappearance.
Confrontation.
I'm concerned.
I forget how to do this.
Why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Does he know her? That's 3 whole points.
We found traces of her that would indicate she's still on the island.
Her personal belongings?
Yes, but nothing of great interest. Scraps of food, some clothes.
Ah, I see. Well, too bad. I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
All right, then. Thank you.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
That's some horse shit. We all know. Okay, well, I failed that. Only chance. Fucking dumb as shit. Alright, well, find out clues about your mother's note. I do have, oh, back to what I was talking about. I think the bad guy of Forrest Gump is Jenny's father. Just of the entire movie. Because there's so much focus on Jenny that, listen, my introductory psychology course in college and my many times of watching all the seasons of Frasier over and over again gives me the mastery of psychology to understand that during the formative years of Jenny, her getting touched on and such, or however he says it, being lovingly pedophiled. That's not what he said, but that's basically what it was. So that's what I assume it is. Turned her into a drug-using hippie. So she's the anti-hero. Her father's the antagonist, and I don't think that kid at the very end is actually Forrest's son. Then again, I don't know. I don't think intelligence skips generations, but we'll find out at some point when we actually conduct a study like that. But last time we left off, and I would like to apologize for this, the audio was really far behind. It was ridiculous, like royal jelly. I don't know what was going on. Like every time we had a skip, it would like skip ahead like half a second.
On this chest.
Okay, I don't have the key. Go ahead and smack that bitch open. Oh, look at that.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
I can't get back in here later.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
Okay.
Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Huh. What a dorkin. Oh, I'm an idiot. Yeah, it would skip ahead like half a second to the point where, like, words were, like, super far behind.
A Chinese coin.
There we go.
Recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Maybe that's why we call it cash money. I guess I have to talk to Napoleon here, who's playing chess against no one.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Alright. I don't remember what all these do. Here's negative. Okay, that's negative stuff. Okay, that's not. Skill use is free. Okay. Interesting. Tell me more.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
Okay.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
A plus tard is what that read as. And I thought he was going to insult me. So, does this door open? It does not. Yes, it does. Hold up. Fuck off, bottle. Alright, well, it does not. Where did everybody go? Find out more clues. Where the hell is everybody? I'm supposed to go back upstairs or what? Oh. Oh, that's a sit. I'm not gonna sit. That's. Oh, hold up.
A Chinese coin.
Another Chinese coin. Look at that. Oh,